Is this thing real? Is this a real legend? And I started getting lots of reports from people saying that this creature is real, and we know it's real because we have evidence of it.
Whoever is bitten by a werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself.
Oh, don't hand me that. You're just wasting your time.
The wolf bit you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Aaron Ducker vs. the Monsters. I'm Aaron Ducker, the person whose smug face you have to stare at for the next 10 minutes. This week's topic is werewolves.
So many people are all reporting largely the same creature that they're seeing, and oftentimes there's more than one person seeing the creature at the same time, which rules out hallucination. They're seeing more than one creature at the same time, which makes you think perhaps there's some kind of a population of them.
Eyewitnesses report seeing a menacing beast with dark hair, walking on its hind legs and standing over 7 feet tall. The creature is said to kill using deadly fangs and razor-sharp claws. It has the strength to subdue animals as large as 1,200 pounds, and it emits blood-curdling howls. Locals refer to the monster as
Magician Pendulette. Come on, he fits the description perfectly. No, I'm just kidding, it's werewolves. Now, the idea of the werewolf starts in ancient Greece.
tales of werewolves or lycanthropes date back to ancient Greece. The word lycanthrope originates from a cruel king called Lycon, who tested the wrath of the god Zeus by slaughtering children. Zeus, enraged by this behavior, turned Lycon into a wolf.
But to tell you the story, I'm not going to get anyone who's at all credible. I'd rather the story told to you by a complete weirdo, because that's what kind of show this is.
Beast. The word is out. I feel they're not the only ones haunting the nights of our city.
You're not a vampire, you're a lichen.
Don't call me a lichen unless you know where the term lichen came from. People always make that mistake. Everybody sees Underworld and all of a sudden everybody refers to werewolves as lichens. And I ask them, okay, smart ass, where did lichen come from? And they're like, I was like, that's what I thought. Lichen, coming from the word lycanthrope. It's like, and going even further than that, if you've done Greek history, it's like if you've done Greek mythology at all, you know the story of King Lycan, who offered human flesh to Zeus, the king of the gods, to eat, and being so offended, he transformed the good king into a wolf.
On second thought, this guy's a complete penis. Let's listen to Peter Graves instead.
Are these simply wild tales from a fevered mind? Or do they have a basis in some horrible truth?
You tell me, Peter Graves.
It's actually based on the behavior of real wolves. These animals are natural scavengers, and centuries ago, they often prowled cemeteries to feed on the bodies buried there. Remember, this was long before the dead were buried inside coffins 6 feet under. Of course, anyone seeing these animals in the light of the moon might easily have mistaken them for a monster. And the tales of what they saw grew into the myth of the werewolf.
Yes, it's either a werewolf or a rubbish 80s backup dancer. Now's the part of the show where I usually show you a wacky weirdo who thinks they're really a monster. But no one's that silly to think they're really werewolves.
wolf is wolf, so full werewolf. I'm half human, half wolf.
Just kill me now.
I don't believe anyone is just human. It's just everyone's got something else mixed in with them.
This week I'm going to take the moral high ground and not make a bestiality joke.
We're not a gang at all. Like, gangs are posers. They just want attention. That's why they go on tagging stuff. The pack, we're family. Like, we go to each other for our problems.
That's a lot of problems. Must be long discussions.
Like, we go to each other for our problems.
I got 99 problems with a bitch ain't one. Get it? Cause a bitch is a female dog? And they're werewolves? Get it? Oh, piss off.
But attention they have received. One of the wolf pack, whom many consider the alpha dog, received some international acclaim when a neighbor's dog went missing, only to have its skull found in the possession of one 18-year-old Wolfie Blackheart.
I didn't kill any animal. I wouldn't. Like I said, I'd be more likely to hurt a human than a dog any day.
That's comforting to know. You're just a regular psychopath. But the animals are okay.
Oh, I didn't take the knife to school knowingly. I had it in my bag for my dad.
I know what that's like. I'm always carrying knives in case I run into my father. It's a whole Luke Skywalker legacy.
I don't believe anyone is just human. It's just everyone's got something else mixed in with them.
Let's see what a wolf expert has to say about that little theory of yours.
It physically isn't a possibility for a wolf and a human to blend together.
There is ample evidence that from time immemorial, people have believed that they could transform themselves into wolves.
I feel like turning into a werewolf for you people right now. What's going on over there? What's going on over my trousers?
If you look at the folklore, there is nothing there about half-man, half-wolf creatures. Werewolves simply look like other wolves. They are not different. The only difference is that they are animated by the spirit of a witch or sorcerer of some kind.
Of course, a lot of people who think that werewolves suffer from a medical disorder called lycanthropy, which is closely related to schizophrenia.
The whole idea of lycanthropy is someone appearing or thinking of themselves as a wolf. Approximately 20 years ago, while I was working on an inpatient psychiatric service, I discovered a case of schizophrenia, which in fact turned out to be a case of lycanthropy.
Hello, sorry I'm late. I am Dr. Rosenstock.
The first time I saw this particular individual, she appeared frightened, out of control. She was sitting in a chair, holding on to various pieces of furniture, trying to explain something that she just couldn't explain.
I have no fear.
My first impression was that we had a terribly psychotic woman.
That's not psychotic behavior, that's just bad method acting. Nicolas Cage has been doing it for years.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah! Ah!
But the legend of the werewolf remains just that, a legend. A figure of folklore, a real wolf animated by the spirit of a sorcerer or a witch.
That's about all we have time for this week. Until next time, leave me alone.
The traditional werewolf, I'm going to tell you it doesn't exist.
Just because we're werewolves, ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. My love, it's quite rare. Darling, I'll be your werewolf, ahoo.
It's 11:57. She tastes so